What if the most powerful seeds on the planet weren't sitting in some expensive garden center catalog or locked behind a corporate patent, but were planted by hand thousands of years ago by people who never once went hungry? Most people have absolutely no idea that while we're spending hundreds of dollars on grocery bills every single month, struggling to grow anything worth eating and trusting seeds that are engineered to fail next season, the Bible was already naming specific seeds that modern agricultural science is now proving can survive drought, resist disease, feed entire families, and grow back year after year after year without you spending another single dollar. These aren't just historical curiosities. They are nutritional powerhouses with real agricultural research behind them. And today, I'm going to show you 20 of them that will completely change the way you think about growing your own food forever. Stick around because number 12 on this list was so valuable in biblical times that it was literally used as currency, and modern nutritionists now say it contains more protein than almost any plant food ever studied. And number 20, this one is going to absolutely stun you. It's mentioned over 100 times in scripture, and survival experts now call it the single most important seed any family could have in a crisis. If you want ancient growing wisdom backed by modern science delivered straight to you every single week, hit that subscribe button right now and ring that bell because you do not want to miss what is coming. All right, let's get into it. Here are 20 biblical seeds that will feed you forever, ranked from extraordinary to absolutely life-changing. Number 1, wheat, the bread of life. Let's start at the very beginning, because in Scripture, wheat isn't just a crop, it's a symbol of life itself. Jesus called himself the bread of life in John chapter 6. The entire Passover meal was built around wheat. Wheat fields appear in more parables than any other crop in the entire Bible. And here's what most people completely miss. The wheat our biblical ancestors planted bears almost no resemblance to the wheat filling grocery store shelves today. Ancient wheat, specifically einkorn and emmer, has 14 chromosomes compared to modern wheat's 42. It has a completely different gluten structure, higher protein, more antioxidants, more beta-carotene, and a dramatically lower glycemic response. Modern research confirms that people who react terribly to modern wheat often tolerate ancient wheat varieties with zero problems. The traditional use is simple. Grow it, slow ferment it into sourdough the way biblical households did for thousands of years, and feed your family bread that actually nourishes instead of inflaming. Ancient wheat got replaced because modern varieties produce more per acre, but what we gained in yield, we lost in nutrition. The seed your ancestors planted wasn't making people sick. What we turned it into was. Number 2, flax, the forgotten omega seed. Flax appears throughout biblical agriculture as one of the most cultivated and valued plants in the ancient world. Rahab hid the Israelite spies under stalks of flax on her rooftop in Joshua chapter 2. This wasn't random. Flax was everywhere because people couldn't survive without it. And modern nutritional science has confirmed exactly why. Flaxseed contains the highest plant-based concentration of omega-3 fatty acids on Earth, specifically ALA, which the body converts into powerful anti-inflammatory compounds. Clinical studies show regular flaxseed consumption reduces blood pressure, lowers LDL cholesterol, reduces inflammation markers, and supports hormonal balance. But here's what makes flax extraordinary as a survival seed. It grows in almost any climate. It self-seeds aggressively. It produces both food and fiber from a single plant. The traditional use, grind fresh flaxseed daily and add it to bread, porridge, or water. The grinding is critical. Whole seeds pass through your body largely undigested. Flax got forgotten because processed seed oils replaced it. But no seed oil gives you what the whole seed does. This is the seed that fed civilizations and clothed them at the same time. Number 3, mustard, the faith seed that punches above its weight.
Jesus chose the mustard seed specifically in Matthew 13:31 to illustrate how the smallest beginning produces the greatest result. He wasn't just making a spiritual point, he was describing a botanical reality. The mustard seed is one of the smallest seeds you can plant, and it produces one of the most aggressive, productive, medicinal plants in existence. Modern research confirms mustard seeds contain glucosinolates that convert to isocyanates, compounds with documented anti-inflammatory and potential anti-cancer properties. The plant fixes nitrogen into your soil, improving every other crop around it. It self-seeds so aggressively it essentially grows itself once established, and the traditional use goes far beyond the condiment. Ground mustard seed in a poultice applied to the chest breaks up respiratory congestion with genuine clinical backing. Mustard got reduced to a condiment, but the people who planted it in biblical times understood they were planting food, medicine, and a soil improver in a single tiny seed. Faith the size of a mustard seed, Jesus said. Turns out that's more than enough.
Number 4. Coriander, the manna seed. When God provided manna in the wilderness, Exodus 16:31 describes it as looking like coriander seed, white. This comparison tells you one thing immediately. Coriander was so familiar to every Israelite that it was the obvious reference point. You compare something unknown to something everyone already knows. Modern research has found that coriander seed has genuine anxiolytic effects, reducing anxiety comparably to pharmaceutical diazepam in certain models. It has antimicrobial properties, it supports blood sugar regulation, and preliminary research suggests it helps mobilize heavy metals from body tissues. As a garden seed, it's extraordinarily easy to grow, self-seeds prolifically, and gives you both fresh cilantro leaves and dried coriander seed from a single planting. Traditional use: grind the seeds into bread, steep them in hot water as a digestive tea, use the fresh leaves as both food and functional medicine. Coriander never disappeared from kitchens, but we completely forgot it was serious medicine growing freely in the garden.